Welcome to Lesson 3 of the Law of Christ. As I said in Lesson 1, I am in no way teaching that salvation is either obtained or maintained by works. Salvation is based on the work of Christ at the cross, and is by grace through faith. However, seeking to follow the words of Jesus should be the natural response of one's salvation. In a later lesson we will discuss the connection between pursuing the words of Jesus and answered prayer. Furthermore, in a previous lesson I answered the important question: is every statement made by Jesus to be understood as a command to do something exactly as it may appear to be described? The short answer is no. Rather, every statement should be understood in the light of other verses spoken by Jesus, or when applicable, elsewhere in the Bible. Furthermore, the law of Christ is not referring to the law of Moses. However, as with the law of Moses, the term law of Christ should be understood as multiple commands, not just one or two. Now, let's look at a passage in the Old Testament that was written about 1500 years before Jesus was even born. It is teaching and prophesying about the words to be spoken by Jesus when he was on earth, and how we should respond to the words Jesus would speak. We know this because the book of Acts chapter 3 verse 22 explains that this Old Testament passage is referring to Jesus himself, the Messiah. Now for Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 15. The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken. Notice the last 5 words of this verse, those being, unto him, that would be Jesus. Ye shall hearken, that means listen for the purpose of learning what God expects of us. In the following 2 verses God confirms what Moses just said. Verse 18, I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth. And he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. Did you get that? It just said, God the Father himself would be putting his own words in the mouth of his only begotten Son Jesus, who when on earth would speak them. Obviously using the phrases, words, or all that, indicates multiple commands. Verse 19, and it shall come to pass, that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him. Hearken, there's that word again. Remember what God said about those who refuse to hearken to his words? He said he would require it of them. We have just listened to God the Father teach regarding about multiple commands to be spoken by Jesus, and at the same time, be God the Father's own words. This concludes Lesson 3. Thank you for listening.